All right, YouTube. So I recently just talked to a girl, like literally just had all of like one or two conversations with her, and I instantly knew it wasn't a match. And the reason why I'm going to tell you about this is because I need to save you men a lot of time, so you don't waste any more time than you really have to if she's not the right person for you. So we're going to get into it real soon. Stick with your boy. Yo, 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 what is going on, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is. It's your favorite boy. It's your favorite man. This is your boy, Tariq, coming back to y'all with another video. If you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on those notifications so you know when I upload, exactly when I upload. And if you have not already, please watch my previous content because there is a lot of great information on my channel. So please go watch my previous content after you're done with this video. So today, y'all, I'm going to tell you guys about someone I recently talked to and why this is a big deal. So basically, I matched with this woman, and have you ever talked to someone and it felt like dating? You know what I mean? Initially, as soon as you start talking to someone, it felt like a fucking dating application. That's exactly how this felt. I matched with this woman, and like, I'm a very bubbly, goofy person, and literally, like, we texted. And it was fine, but like she was kind of going back and forth with me like every other day or so. And then like I was kind of like, okay, you know. And then basically it had felt like the vibe basically felt like as if you guys ever watch any like dating movie type stuff, you know, there's like a lot of cliches of like how you're supposed to have this proper etiquette and oh, what are you looking for? Oh, I'm looking for this. Are you looking for that? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. You know, what do you do for work? Oh, that's great. You know what I mean? It was like a lot of formulaic, basic, bland, stuff. So then we get on the phone. We have literally all of one conversation. And this woman is like boring and dull. Like, literally, this is how I automatically knew this was the only conversation I was ever going to have with her. She was just like, oh, like, where do you live? What do you like to do for fun? What do you do for work? Oh, like, is this what you want to do in 30 or 40, 50 years? Or whatever. And, we're having a cool conversation and everything. I was telling her, like, yeah, I'm trying to ask her some, unique questions and some really cool things about her that, when you're first getting to know someone, it's different, like I'm a very bubbly, exciting, bubbly kind of guy. So I'm asking her things and she's just giving me very vague, generic answers. And she's just like, oh, okay, so like, what do you see in your career? And, like, don't get me wrong, there's a place and time for all that, obviously. But I feel like when you're starting to date someone, it should not feel like an application, like why I am the right person for you. It's like, oh, like, okay, do you have a job? Do you have a car? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you make 8K, 100K a year? You know what I mean? So basically my whole point is that's kind of how the vibe felt. It felt like she was just basically like, I feel like she has this like belief in her head on what dating's supposed to be like. Maybe she's watched too many movies on like this formulaic style. And I was trying to tell her, like, as we were talking, I was like, dating is cool, but like, it's supposed to be organic and natural. It's not supposed to feel like very formulaic and generic, like, what you see on TV. It's supposed to like, we're supposed to be able to bounce each other. She's like, yeah, I get what you're saying. And the biggest thing for me was, I love laughing. I love telling jokes, and she didn't. Like, it was like, oh, okay. Like, I could tell, like, she was not the type of person that thought anything was funny. I don't think I'm the funniest guy in the world, y'all. I don't think I'm the funniest person that you can laugh at all of my jokes or anything like that. But she was very dull. Like, it honestly felt like she was like just ready to just find something super serious and boring and dull, and there was just no life to like the way she approached dating to me. And I was just kind of like, oh, But don't get me wrong, she's not a bad person. And like I said, there's someone out there for her, you know what I mean? Just like there's someone out there for me as well. But my whole point behind this isn't to bash her. She's probably a great woman. There's someone perfectly out there for her. My whole point is sometimes when you meet someone or you match with someone, you want, to have a vibe or connection with someone. So you keep going on and on and on, wasting time when you automatically know from the jump, this isn't going to go anywhere. And this is 2026 and we're all getting older. So if you already can tell from the jump that this isn't vibing, then just cut it off at the beginning. Don't waste your time. Don't waste her time. And one thing I liked about this woman is like we both kind of knew we didn't gel. We both kind of knew it was like, yeah, this isn't clicking. You know what I mean? And it didn't work. It was like, okay, we had one conversation. She was like, oh, okay, you know, am I feeling it? I was like, okay, cool. I could already tell we weren't vibing, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a bubbly, goofy person, and she was just kind of boring for my liking, you know what I mean? No type of real personality, and she was just asking, you know, generic questions, and I was just like, you know what I mean? But my whole point is our time is precious, you know what I mean? You need to find someone where you want to invest your time because time is valuable and it's a valuable asset. So you need to find someone that's worth giving your time. And if you feel like you give your time to someone and you know you feel like it's not going anywhere, then just cut it loose because our time is valuable and precious. And yeah, don't sit here and be desperate and cling on to something that isn't working. If you can initially tell right away if there's a vibe or not, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to talk to you guys today. It's just to basically not waste time. Like if you meet someone and you can instantly tell it's not vibing, don't keep pushing it. Just let it go. Just let it go. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you are allowed to be different and that person's allowed to be different. The right person will come to you and they will vibe with you. You will feel it instantly. You'll meet someone and they'll instantly vibe with you. You'll be like, oh, damn, like they like the same things I like. They like my humor. I could bounce off their humor. You know what I mean? You're going back and forth, and before you know it, you're on the phone for hours, like just vibing. You know what I mean? It doesn't even feel like, you know, like an interview. You know what I mean? So you'll know. You'll definitely know. But anyways, y'all, if y'all appreciate this, like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me so much. And this has been your boy Tyreek, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.